Okay, now let's talk about notion of quantity. That is an important point here in this unit 2, but we are going to refer to there is and there are because they are part of notion of quantity. There is and there are express the notion of quantity and existence. A quantity might be either counted or measured depending on the noun provided, which can be countable or uncountable. The meaning of quantity has to do with the ways objects or things are counted in the cause or countable nouns or measured in the cause of mass nouns or non-count nouns. In English, quantities and amounts are shown by using there plus be is used to express that something exists in a particular place. Okay, now let's talk about determiners. Determiners be one word or a group of words that provide information about noun regarding. There are three types of determiners. The ones that definiteness, for example, the painting, a painting. About quantity, many colors, a few colors, or approximately this museum, that museum. But in this moment, we are going to focus on definiteness, that are the articles. So in this moment, we are going to talk about definite, indefinite, and zero article. So let's start with definite article, the. In English, the is the definite article which can be used with both singular count nouns, for example, the gallery, or plural count nouns, the gallerist, and the mass nouns which cannot be counted, the air, for example. And we use definite articles when the use of them makes a noun definite in the sense both the speaker and listener think about the same specific thing. Now let's move on to indefinite articles, a or an. Indefinite articles a or an can be used only with one singular count noun, for example, a collection. And we are going to use a or an when we want makes a noun indefinite. In other words, one amount, many others belonging to the same class of group. And finally, zero article, when we are not going to use articles. The article is omitted or unnecessary, zero article, when generalizations are made either with plural count nouns or non-count nouns. For example, museums can be public or private, or paintings are the most commonly displayed art objects. Okay, now so let's talk about quantifiers. Quantifiers are words which indicates amount of quantity. This is their meaning. Now let's check their use. Quantifiers are usually placed before the noun to show the amount of it that is being considered. To use them adequately requires knowledge of quantifiers, their meaning, identifying countable or mass nouns, and if they are used with affirmative or negative or interrogative sentences. To facilitate understanding, we provide a chart with the necessary information and some examples to illustrate each quantifier. Now, these are the most common quantifiers used in English. We have all, that all means the whole quantity for extent or thing or group. And we use it with singular and plural count nouns and mass nouns in affirmative and negative and interrogative sentences. Then we have another quantifier that is a lot of. A lot of refers to a large number of amount, a great deal, and it is used in informal styles, mainly spoken with both singular and plural count nouns and mass nouns in affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentence as well. And then we have many. Many refers a large number of something, and it is used more formal styles with plural count nouns only in affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences. And then we have some. Some means a considerable amount of number of, and it's used in singular and plural count nouns and man's nouns, and is usually used in affirmative sentences. Any is another quantifier. In this quantifier refers to one or some of a thing or number of things, no matter how much or how many. And any is used with plural count nouns and mass nouns, and it is usually appears in yes, no questions and negative sentences. Then we have few. Few means a small number of things or people, not many. And few is used with plural count and nouns only. It is usually can be found in affirmative and negative sentences. And no, it's that there is nothing. That means that there is no thing, no thing, and is used with plural nouns and singular nouns mainly in negative sentences.